a, it is a part 2 to find an initial condition, right? So we'll solve some more example to find out a initial conditions. So this lecture, it is a part 2 of to find out the initial condition. Initial condition, lecture 2, second lecture of initial condition. So let's take one example. Right. Example is, here one voltage source of 100 volt, it connected to a series RLC circuit where value of R equal to 1 kilo ohm. Then our inductor, value of L, inductance is 1 Henry, and the capacitor, and value of this capacitor is 0.1 microfarad. Okay. Here the question is current passing through this circuit, current passing through inductor, it is I, right? Here the question is, find I0 plus di0 plus divided by dt and d square I0 plus divided by dt square. This is the question for this network. We have to find out I0 plus first derivative of initial condition and its second derivative, right? And switch is moving from position 1 to position 2 at t is equal to 0. So arrow indicate for t less than 0, switch connected at position 1. Switch connected at position 1. And for t greater than 0, switch connected at position number 2, right? So this arrow, it indicate before switching, switch connected at position 1, and after switching, switch connect at position 2, right? So we have to find out I0 plus, which is a plus means after the switching, right? So we have to find out after the switching the initial conditions of I0 plus di0 plus divided by dt and d square I0 plus divided by dt square. So what is the procedure to solve? We know I0, I is the current passing through inductor, right? So we know the inductor does not allow the instant change in current. So for the inductor we know the equation, current passing through inductor. So whatever the current passing through inductor before switching, it is equal to the current passing through inductor after the switching, right? Inductor does not allow instant change in current. So here our I is the current passing through inductor. So whatever the I0 minus is equal to I0 plus. Whatever the I0 minus, it is equal to I0 plus. Now to find out the I0 plus, we should know what is the I0 minus, right? So let me draw the network at t is equal to 0 minus time. Network at t is equal to minus time. Equivalent circuit at t is equal to minus time, right? Equivalent circuit. So let me draw the equivalent circuit at t is equal to 0 minus time. So we know that t is equal to 0 minus time, switch is connected at 1, right? So switch connected at 1, since from t is equal to minus infinite to the t is equal to minus 0 times. So from t is equal to minus infinite to the t is equal to 0 minus time, switch connected at position number 1. So in position number 1, switch is connected since t is equal to minus infinite times. So t is equal to 0 minus time, that means it is a steady state condition in at t less than 0 times. Means it is a steady state. T equal to 0 minus time, it is the steady state condition, because in this position circuit is connected since t is equal to minus infinite. So when we are draw the network at t is equal to 0 minus time, means it's at steady state conditions, means the inductor and capacitor component is fully charged, right? It get enough time to charge, right? So let's draw the network at t is equal to 0 minus times. So let me draw the network at t is equal to 0 minus time. So t is equal to 0 minus time, equivalent circuit. So this 100-volt supply is connected, the switch is connected at t equal to at position 1. Here have a 1 kilo ohm, here have an inductor. So at t is equal to 0 minus time, inductor work as a short circuit, because this inductor is connected with the 100-volt since t is equal to minus infinite time. Try to understand it. It is very much important to understand. It is somewhat tricky. So in this position the circuit is connected since t is equal to minus infinite times. So t is equal to 0 minus time means it already connected t is equal to minus infinite time to the t is equal to 0 minus time. So when we are drawing the network at t is equal to 0 minus times, all the components reach into the steady state. An inductor in steady state work as a short circuit, right? Once it fully charged or in steady state work as a short circuit. Now here it is a capacitor. So capacitor does not connected with any source before switching. So it is an open circuit. Capacitor is not connected to any source. Inductor was connected before switching with the 100-volt, but the capacitor does not connected to with any source. So capacitor is an uncharged capacitor. It not connected before switching. This capacitor is not connected to any source. So capacitor here it is a uncharged capacitor. This capacitor is uncharged. An inductor is a charged inductor because it is connected with the source before switching. So inductor now it fully charged, and in a steady state when it is fully charged it works as a short circuit, and whatever the current flow at that time it is an IL of 0 minus. Right? So current flow at t is equal to 0 minus time, that is the IL of 0 minus. Current flow through the inductor at t is equal to 0 minus time, it indicates the IL of 0 minus. So what is the value of IL of 0 minus for this network? So IL of 0 minus can find very simple. This is one loop. So if we apply the KVL in this loop, so voltage is 100 volt, and in this loop resistance is 1 kilo ohm, right? So IL of 0 minus is 100, V divided by R. So 100 divided by 1 kilo ohm. So it is equal to 0.1 ampere. 0.1 ampere. So IL of 0 minus current before switching, it is a 0.1 ampere. Now our interest is to find out the IL of 0 plus. So our interest is to find out I0 plus. So to find out I0 plus, we have to draw the network at T0 plus equivalent circuit. So let me draw the network at T0 plus equivalent circuit. At T0 plus time, what is the equivalent network? So let me draw it. So here have a 100 volt. Now at t0 plus time, position of switch is, it is connected at position number 2, right? Now at t0 plus time, resistance is equivalent as same value of resistance 1 kilo ohm. What about inductor? It is a charge inductor, so it is work as a current source, because inductor before switching it was connected with 100 volt, so it is now, it is already charged. And what is the charge current? It is charged with the 0.1 ampere. So inductor work as a current source at t0 plus time if it's a charge inductor, and whatever the current source value, that is IL of 0 minus. Now what about the capacitor? Capacitor is uncharged. So uncharged capacitor means voltage across capacitor is 0. So voltage across capacitor is 0 is represented as short circuit. So it is an uncharged capacitor represented as a short circuit. Right. Our interest is the current in this network. This is our I. So at that time, whatever the I, it is called a I0 plus, because we have to draw the network at t0 plus time. So it is called a I0 plus. So what is the I0 plus on this network? So it is very in this network, in this loop have the current source. So whatever the value of current source, it is I0 plus. So I0 plus, it is nothing but the value of current source. So current source value is 0.1 ampere. So I0 plus is 0.1 ampere. So our first answer is I0 plus and its value is 0.1 ampere. Procedure is, we have to draw the equivalent network at T0 plus. Right? So this is the procedure to find out the initial condition. Now let's find its first derivative and second derivative. So for the first derivative, to find out di0 plus divided by dt, procedure is we have to draw, we have to apply KVL. Here we want to find out current, so we'll apply KVL for t greater than 0, because we want to find out plus, so we'll apply KVL for t greater than 0. So let me draw the network at t greater than 0. So at t greater than 0, switch is connected at position number 2, where it's have a capacitor of value 0.1 microfarad, and here have a one resistance and value is 1 kilo ohm, and inductor value is 1 Henry. Right? And let me apply a KVL in this loop. Current is I. Right? So let me apply the KVL in this loop. So voltage across R plus voltage across L plus voltage across C is equal to 0. Right? So voltage across R, it is equal to R into I of t. Voltage across L is L di by dt. So L into di of t divided by dt. And voltage across C, it is 1 upon C integrations of I of t dt is equal to 0. There is no any voltage source, so it is equal to 0. Let me call this is equation 1. Equation 1. Now in this equation, our interest is to find out di0 plus divided by dt. So let me substitute t0 plus, t is equal to 0 plus time. So it is R is 1 kilo ohm. So it is 10 raised to 3 I0 plus L is equal to 1 into di0 plus divided by dt, and C is equal to 1 microfarad, or nothing but the let's say 10 raised to minus 7 integrations of I0 plus dt is equal to 0. Now we know t0 plus. So let me see the circuit at t0 plus time. So at t0 plus time, if we see the circuit at t0 plus time, voltage across capacitor, this is the circuit at t0 plus equivalent circuit. So voltage across capacitor at t0 plus time, it is 0 volt, right? So we can substitute this factor, last factor. So last factor indicate a voltage across capacitor at t0 plus time. So it can be substituted with the 0, because at t0 plus time capacitor it's uncharged and voltage across capacitor is 0. So we'll get d I0 plus divided by dt is, and value of I0 plus is 0.1 plus d I0 plus divided by dt plus 0 is equal to 0. So if we solve, so we'll get the d I0 plus divided by dt is equal to minus of 10 raised to 3 into 0.1, so it is 100. So we'll get d I0 plus divided by dt is equal to minus 100. Unit is ampere per second. Unit of d I0 plus divided by dt is ampere per second. Okay. So our second answer, it is minus 100 ampere per second. Now to find out d square I0 plus divided by dt square, we require a second derivative term. So how will get the second derivative terms? Let's do the differentiation of equation 1 with respect to t. So let me do the differentiation of equation 1 with respect to t. So we'll get the second derivative terms, right? And then we'll substitute the t is equal to 0 plus. So we'll get the d square I0 plus divided by dt square. So differentiate equation 1 with respect to t. Differentiate equation 1 with respect to t. So differentiation of r I of t, it is r into d I of t divided by dt. Differentiation of L di by dt square, it is L di by dt, it is L d square I of t divided by dt square. And differentiation of 1 upon c integrations of I of t dt, it is integration and differentiation is cancelled, so it is I of t divided by c is equal to 0. Let put in this above equation, let we put in above equation t is equal to 0 plus. So we'll get r into d I0 plus divided by dt plus L d square I0 plus divided by dt square plus I0 plus divided by c is equal to 0. Now we want to find out d square I0 plus divided by dt square. So let's take as a subject. So it is equal to minus of r divided by L into d I0 plus divided by dt minus I0 plus divided by r into L into c. Substitute the value of r, L and c. Value of r is 1 kilo ohm. Value of L is 1. Value of d I0 plus divided by dt square is minus 100. Value of I0 plus it is equal to 0.1, and value of L is 1, and value of C is 10 raised to minus 7. Right. So let me more simplified it. So 10 raised to 3 multiplied by 10 raised to 2. So it is minus minus plus. So it is 10 raised to 5. Minus 0.1 divided by 0.1. So it is 10 raised to, will have the 10 raised to 6. So 0.1 divided by 10 raised to minus 7, it is equal to 10 raised to plus 6. Now simplification of this, it is nothing but the 10 raised to 5 minus 10 raised to 6. So it can be simplified as 10 raised to 5 1 minus 10, 1 minus 10. By taking the 10 raised to 5 common, so 1 minus out of 10 raised to 6, 10 raised to 5, if we take common, remaining is 10. So it is a minus 9 into 10 raised to minus 5. What is the unit of d square I0 plus divided by dt square? It is a ampere per second square. So value of d square I0 plus divided by dt square, it is equal to 9 minus 9 into 10 raised to 5 ampere per second square. Right. So this is our third answer of final initial conditions. Right. Let me solve one more example to get the clear idea how to solve using the differential equations. So second example is, let's draw the second example. Example 2. It is a parallel RL circuit. Current I, it is connected parallel to so switch K is initially closed, and at t is equal to 0 it's going to open. R and L circuit. Here its voltage V, and with respect to this node. Right. Question is, here the I is given, it is equal to 10 ampere. R is given, it is equal to 10 ohm, and value of L is given, it is equal to 1 Henry. Question is to find out V of 0 plus dV of 0 plus divided by dt, and d square V of 0 plus divided by dt square. Right. This is the question. We have to find out V0 plus dV0 plus and d square V0 plus divided by dt square. Right. So how to solve it? So here we want to find out V0 plus, so we have to draw the network at T0 plus. Right. So let's draw the network at T0 plus. To draw the network at T0 plus, we should know the if having inductor or an capacitor component present in the network, then before that we should know the inductor and capacitor are the charge inductor or uncharged inductor, or a capacitor is charged capacitor or uncharged capacitor. Accordingly, it's have the T0 plus equivalent circuits, right? So we cannot directly draw its T equal to 0 plus circuit. Before that we should know inductor or capacitor is charged or uncharged. So that can be found by drawing the network at t is equal to 0 minus time. So let me draw the network at t 0 minus time. T 0 minus time equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit. So the switch position indicate the for t this switch the switch is opening, means it indicate for t less than 0 switch is it work as a closed switch. It is a closed switch, and for t greater than 0 it is work as an open switch, because at t is equal to 0 it is opening. So for t greater than 0 it is work as an open switch. Right. So let me draw the t is equal to 0 plus equivalent circuit, a t 0 plus minus equivalent circuit. So from this we'll get the if inductor is charged inductor or uncharged inductor. So at t is equal to 0 minus time, this current source I ampere, and the switch is work as an closed switch, and here have the resistance and the inductor. Right. So whatever this I current, this I current, it's all the I current is passed through this short circuit. So R and L will not get the current. So current passing through R, L, N is 0. So the inductor is a uncharged inductor. Inductor at t is equal to 0 minus time, it is uncharged. It not connected to any source. It is uncharged. Right? It is uncharged inductor. So uncharged inductor, now we can draw the equivalent circuit at t is equal to 0 plus time. So let me draw the equivalent circuit at t is equal to 0 plus time. Equivalent circuit. So at t is equal to 0 plus time, this current source of I ampere, now this switch work as an open switch. So this I ampere, it is passed through the R and L, parallel of R and L, and inductor, it is an uncharged inductor. So uncharged inductor at t is equal to 0 plus, equivalent circuit is open circuit, right? Because there is no current at t is equal to 0 minus time. Current passing through inductor at t equal to 0 minus time, it is 0. So at t is equal to 0 plus is also work as a 0 ampere current source. So it is 0 ampere current source, it is in open circuits. So it is work as an open circuit, right? Here have a R. So whatever this V here with respect to this ground, it is called a V0 plus. With respect to this ground, what is the V? It is called a V0 plus. So what is the V in this network? It is this I current. This I current is passed through this R network, right? So I into R, it is a V0 plus. So V0 plus, it is current I into R. So current I is at 10 ampere, it is given, and R is also at 10 ohm. So V0 plus, our first answer, it is equal to 100 volt. It is equal to 100 volt. Right. So to find out I0 plus or V0 plus, that can be found by drawing the network at T0 plus. To draw the network at T0 plus, we should know the inductor or capacitor is charged or uncharged at T is equal to 0 minus. To know that the inductor is charged or uncharged, we should know we should have to draw the network at T is equal to 0 minus time. So from that T is equal to 0 minus time equivalent network, we will get information about the capacitor or inductor is charged or uncharged. If it charged or uncharged, then what is the value of the charge, that also will get from the t is equal to 0 minus time equivalent network. And then we have to draw the t is equal to 0 plus times by replacing all the component of its equivalent component at t is equal to 0 plus times. And from this network we'll get the value of v0 plus or I0 plus, whatever we want to find out. Now to find out its first derivative and higher derivatives, we have to apply KVL or KCL for the t greater than 0, right? So to find out the higher derivative, its higher derivative, to find dv0 plus divided by dt and d square v0 plus divided by dt square, we have to apply KCL. Here we want to find out voltage, so we'll apply KCL for t greater than 0. So we'll first draw the network for t greater than 0. So for t greater than 0, network look like here this current source I ampere, and switch for t greater than 0, it is open. So all the I ampere, it is passed through the R and L. Right. So if we apply a KCL at the node V, so apply KCL in above network at node V. So at node V there are three branches connected. One is the current source branch and I ampere. Another is the current passing through the R and the current passing through the L. So I is equal to current passing through R plus current passing through L. Now I is equal to current passing through I can represent in terms of voltage and the resistance value. It is V minus 0 divided by R. So current passing through R is V divided by R. So V of t divided by R, let's say, plus current passing through L. So IL can represent 1 upon L integrations of voltage difference of inductor. So here the voltage is V and another terminal voltage is 0. So voltage difference is V of t minus 0. So it is a V of t, right? Now our interest is to find out the first derivative of dV of t divided by dt. So let's do the integrations of equation 1. So differentiate equation 1 with respect to time, will get the first derivative of dV of t divided by dt. So differentiation of constant is 0. So differentiation of I is 0. Differentiation of 1 upon R V of t is 1 upon R dV of t divided by dt. And integration and differentiation is cancelled. So V of t divided by L, right? Now in this equation let's substitute the let's call this is equation number 2. So in this equation let's substitute the t is equal to 0 plus, so we'll get the dv0 plus divided by dt. So let me substitute in this equation, put t is equal to 0 plus in equation 2. So we'll get 1 upon r 0 is equal to 1 upon r dv0 plus divided by dt plus v0 plus divided by L, right? So our interest is to find out v0 plus divided by dt. So it can be found as minus v0 plus into r divided by L. So minus v0 plus we already find it is 100. So minus v0 plus is minus 100, r is equal to 10 and L is equal to 1. So dv0 plus divided by dt is minus 10 raised to 3 volt per second. Unit is volt per second. So dv0 plus divided by dt, it is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 volt per second. Now to find out second derivative, so let again differentiate equation 2 with respect to time. So in equation 2 we have the 0 and differentiation of 1 upon r dv of t divided by dt, it is a 1 upon r d square v of t divided by dt square, and differentiation of v of t divided by L is 1 upon L dv of t divided by dt. Okay, now put let call this is in equation 3. So let me put the t is equal to 0 plus in equation 3, we will get the d square v0 plus divided by dt square. So let me substitute the t is equal to 0 plus in equation number 2. Okay. So in equation number 2, let's substitute, put t is equal to 0 plus in equation number 3. So we'll get 1 upon r d square v0 plus divided by dt square plus 1 upon L dv0 plus divided by dt is equal to 0. Now so d square v0 plus divided by dt square is equal to minus of R upon L into dv0 plus divided by dt. So minus of R is 10, L is 1, and the v0 plus divided by dt is a minus 10 raised to 3. So it is equal to minus minus plus, so it is 10 raised to 4 volt per second square. Unit of d square v0 plus divided by dt square is volt per second square. Right. This is our final answer. So this is the procedure to solve the initial condition problems. Let me take one more examples which have the not only to find out the t0 plus time equivalent current and voltage, but also at t is equal to infinite times. What is the equivalent current and voltage at a steady state condition? So let's take one more example in which we have to find out the steady state condition at t is equal to infinite times also. So network is example number 3. Network have the one voltage source. Value is what is the value? Value is 100 volt, and it is connected one series R1, and value of R1 it is equal to 10 ohm, and it's parallel to R1 have the switch, and switch is closing at t is equal to 0. Before t is equal to 0 it work as an open switch. Here I have a R2 resistance, and R2 resistance value is a 20 ohm, and here I have one inductor, value is 1 Henry. Parallel to this it's have a one resistance, value is 20 ohm, and the capacitor value is 1 microfarad. Current passing through R and L network it is called as I1, and current passing through R and C that we call as an I2. Right? So I1 and I2. Now here we have to find out, question is find first voltage across capacitor at t is equal to 0 minus times. Second things we have to find out is it is I1 and I2 at t is equal to 0 plus time. Third thing is we have to find out first derivative di1 divided by dt and di2 divided by dt at t is equal to 0 plus time. And fourth things we have to find out here, it is di1 divided by dt at t is equal to infinite times. Right? So for this network we have to find out first is the initial condition of voltage across capacitor, and the initial condition of I1 and I2 at t0 plus times, and then we have to find out the derivative of di1 divided by dt and di2 divided by dt at t is equal to 0 plus times, and then at the last what is the di1 divided by dt at t is equal to infinite times. Right? So these things has to be find out for these networks. So what are the steps? So step is we have to draw the network at t is equal to 0 minus times to find out a voltage across capacitor at t is equal to 0 minus times. Also will get the current passing through inductor at t is equal to 0 minus times. Right? Also we can identify inductor and capacitor are charged or uncharged component, right? So that information will get if we draw the network at t is equal to 0 minus times. So let me draw the network at t is equal to 0 minus times. So here if we see the switch, so switch indicate that t is equal to 0 minus times, switch is at open conditions, right? It not connected to closed. right? And so 100 volt series have the 10 ohm resistance. It is connected to parallel of RL and parallel of RC networks, and inductor and capacitor are since connected with this 100 volt since t is equal to minus infinite times, right? So both the component are fully charged and in steady state conditions. So once it charged means it reached to the steady state conditions. So in a steady state condition, inductor work as an short circuit and capacitor work as an open circuit. So let draw the t is equal to network at t is equal to minus minus 0 times equivalent circuit. So at t is equal to 0 minus times which work as an open circuits. So here I have a 10 ohm switch is open switch, 100 volt, and here I have the R of 20 ohm, and inductor work as a short circuit at the steady state condition, and capacitor work as an open circuit at steady state conditions. So capacitor equivalent circuit is open circuit. So this is network at t is equal to 0 minus time, and whatever this current here, it is an IL of 0 minus current passing through inductor at t equal to 0 minus time, and whatever the voltage across this open path, it is nothing but the Vc of 0 minus voltage across capacitor at 0 minus times, right? So let me find both the value. So how to find the IL of 0 minus? So we can see the IL of 0 minus. So in this network, it's a only one loop. This path is open, so there is no current flow in this loop, in this path. So this 100 and both the resistors 10 ohm and 20 ohm are in series. So IL of 0 is minus, it is 100 divided by 30 ohm. So it is 10 by 3 ampere current. So IL of 0 minus is 10 by 3 ampere. Now our interest is also we have to find out VCU of 0 minus, voltage across this open, VCU of 0 minus. So voltage across this, it is a voltage across this 20 ohm plus voltage across this 20 ohm plus voltage across this short circuit, right? Now what is the voltage across of this 20 ohm which is connected series with capacitor? It is 0 because there is no current flow in this path. Current passing in this path is 0 ampere because of open circuit. So voltage across this 20 ohm, it is a 0 voltage. Now voltage across this 20 ohm, it is a 20 ohm multiplied by current passing through it. What is the current passing through in this branch? It is 10 by 3 ampere. Whatever the current in this loop, it is same current. So it is 10 by 3 ampere. And voltage across the short circuit is 0 because resistance is 0. So VCU of 0 minus, it is at 20 ohm multiplied by current passing through this 20 ohm branch, which is 10 by 3. So voltage across a capacitor at t is equal to 0 minus time, it is 200 divided by 3. It is 66.7 volt, right? So this is our first answer. Voltage across capacitor at t is equal to 0 minus times. It is 200 divided by 3 volt. Now let's find the another answer, I1 and I2 at t 0 plus. So to find out that, we have to draw the network at t 0 plus times. So let me draw the network at t 0 plus. So let me draw at t 0 plus equivalent circuit. At t0 plus equivalent circuit. So at t0 plus, switch is work as a closed switch. It is closed. So it is bypass this 10 volt, 10 ohm resistance. So 10 ohm resistor is short circuited because parallel have short circuit. So this 100 volt, it directly apply to a series RL. Now at T0 plus, inductor is charge inductor, so inductor work as an current source, and value of this current source, it is an whatever the current passing through inductor at t is equal to 0 minus, so it is work as an IL of 0 minus current source, and the capacitor work as an voltage source, and voltage across capacitor, voltage source value is voltage across capacitor at t is equal to 0 minus times. So voltage across capacitor at t is equal to 0 minus times, it is work at same value of voltage source. So this 100 volt, it is parallel to this 10 ohm is short circuited because of this parallel have a closed switch, right? So this 100 volt is parallel with 20 and this current source and 20 and voltage source. Now our interest is, this is the current I1 and current passing through the RC network, it is I2. So at T0 plus, we have a draw the network at T0 plus. So whatever the current, it is a I0 plus. So what is the I0 plus? Current passing in the branch which have the 20 ohm and the IL of 0 minus current source. So in this branch have the current source. So whatever the value of current source, it is the current in this branch, right? So what is the value of current source? Current source value is 10 by 3 ampere. So I1 of 0 plus, it is 10 by 3 ampere. Now current passing in this branch, right, that is I0 I2 plus. So to find out the current passing in this branch, so at this node potential is 100 volt. So at this point potential is 100 volt. At this node potential is VCU of 0 minus. Between have the 20 ohm. So if you want to find out the current passing through any resistance, it is a potential difference divided by 20 ohm. So potential difference is 100 minus VCU of 0 minus divided by a 20 ohm. Now let's substitute the value of VCU of 0 minus, it is 200 divided by 3 divided by 20. So let's substitute, so it is a 300 minus 200, it is 100 divided by 3 multiplied by 20. So 100 divided by 60. 10 by 6, it is a 5 by 3 ampere, right? So our answer I1 0 plus, it is 10 by 3 ampere, and I2 0 plus, it is a 5 by 3 ampere. 5 by 3 ampere. Now third part is, we have to find out the first derivative of I1 0 plus and dI1 0 plus. And we know to find out the derivative of initial conditions, we have to draw the network at T0 plus, and then we have to apply a KVL or KCL. Here we want to find out current, so we will apply a KVL, right? So let me draw the network at for t greater than 0. So for t greater than 0, switch is an closed switch. So it is bypass the resistance of 10 ohm. Here have the 20 ohm resistance series with a inductor of 1 Henry, and in this branch here the resistance value is 20 ohm, series have the capacitor 1 microfarad. Our interest is, this is current I1 and here it is current I2. So one loop is this, another loop is this. So let me apply KVL in loop 1. So in loop 1, this 100 volt is applied parallel to voltage across R plus voltage across L. So voltage across R is 20 multiplied by current passing through it. So current passing through it is a I1 of t, plus voltage across L, it is L di by dt. So 1 into di1 of t divided by dt, right? So if we substitute in this equation t is equal to 0 plus, we'll get the di1 0 plus divided by dt. So let's substitute in this equation t is equal to 0 plus. So we'll get 100 is equal to 20 I1 0 plus di1 0 plus divided by dt. So from this we'll get the di10 plus divided by dt is equal to 100 minus 20 I0 plus I10 plus. So 100 minus 20 multiplied by 10 by 3. So it is 200, 300. So it is 100 divided by 3. So it is 100 divided by 3 ampere per second. Ampere per second. Right? Now to find out I2, let apply KVL in loop 2. Right? This is our loop 2. So in that 100 volt it's applied to the 20 ohm plus voltage across capacitor. So voltage across capacitor is 1 upon C. So 1 upon 10 raised to minus 6 into I2 of t dt. Okay. Now our interest is to find out the first derivative term di2 divided by dt. So let's do the differentiation of above equation with respect to t. So 100 no differentiation is 0. 20 into di2 divided by dt plus I2 t divided by 10 raised to minus 6. Substitute t is equal to 0 plus, so we'll get the 20 d I2 0 plus divided by dt plus I2 0 plus divided by 10 raised to minus 6. Right? So we'll get the di2 0 plus divided by dt is equal to minus of I2 0 plus. I2 0 plus is 5 by 3 divided by 20 into 10 raised to minus 6, so it is plus 10 raised to 6, right? 5 by 3, so 5 by 60, so it is 5 by 60 10 raised to plus 6 ampere per second square, ampere per second. So value of di2 0 plus divided by dt, it is equal to 5 by 60 or 5 by 6 10 raised to 5 ampere per second square, ampere per second. Now our last question is to find out di1 divided by dt at t is equal to infinite times. So we have to draw the network at t is equal to infinite times to find out di1 by dt at t is equal to infinite. Right? So let me draw the network at t is equal to infinite times. So at t is equal to infinite, at t is equal to infinite time, equivalent network. So t is equal to infinite, switches work as a closed switch, so it bypass the R1 resistance, it is sorted. Here have the I1, here is the 20 ohm, and inductor at t is equal to infinite, it work as a short circuit. So let me draw t is equal to infinite, so it is work as a short circuit, and whatever this current, it is an IL of infinite, right? And the capacitor work as an open circuit. So whatever the voltage, it is the VC of infinite. So what is the IL of infinite? Means here the current is I1, right? So IL of infinite, it is an I1 of infinite because it is same branch current. So I1 of infinite, it is 100 divided by 20. So 100 divided by 20, it is equal to 5 ampere. Now our interest is to find out di1 divided by dt at t is equal to infinite. So let me draw the network for t greater than 0 and then we'll apply a KVL. So or we can use the equation 1 which we already applied a KVL for the loop 1. So here the current I1 and here have an inductor of 1 Henry right? So our interest is to find out only the I1. We do not bother about the I2. Here have the I2. So let me apply in this loop KVL. So if you apply KVL, then it is 100 is equal to 20 I1 of t. This is our equation 1, which we already applied, into L di by dt. So L is equal to 1 di1 of dt. Let's substitute in this equation t is equal to infinite. T is equal to infinite. So we'll get 100 is equal to R is 20 into I1 of infinite plus di1 of infinite divided by dt. Our interest is to find out di1 of infinite divided by dt. So it is 100 minus 20 into I1 of infinite. So let's substitute the value of I1 of infinite that we already find. It is 5. So 20 multiplied by 5. So it is equal to 0. So di1 of infinite divided by dt, it is equal to 0 ampere per second. So our fourth answer, di1 divided by dt at t is equal to infinite times, it is a 0 ampere per second. Right? So hope friends you have clear how to solve the problems or how to find out initial conditions from any network. For any types of network, you can now able to find out initial condition from the network to solve the differential equations. Thank you.